Tonight we're getting inside the mind of our potential customers. And in a sense, I'm getting inside your mind as well, because at the end of the day, while you guys are always prospecting for new customers and new distributors, you are also on people's lists. You are also a potential customer and a potential distributor to somebody else. You know, now some of you might go, well, I'd never buy that and I'd never join that business, and that's fine. But, you know, you guys are all looking for customers and team members, but you yourself are customers and distributors. You are on people's lists. You make very, very similar decisions to your customers. And thinking that you don't is a grave error, okay? So tip number one, okay? You don't need to try too hard to get inside the mind of your potential customers, because you are a potential customer. You know how people think. And my first bit of advice to all of you is this, okay? Money has no value. Okay, you need to write that down, okay? It's a massive mind boggle, okay? It's a massive mind boggle. Money has no value, okay? Money has no value. The only thing that has value, okay, is the products, okay, and services and goods, okay, that money buys, okay? So the first thing to understand, if you want to get inside the mind of your customer, if you want to get inside your own mind, understand, money itself has no value, okay? Money itself has no value. Only products, services, and goods that you can purchase with money have the value, okay? Now, if I gave you £500, that's great, okay? That could sit there on the side, or it could sit there in a bank account, but when it is there, it has no value. It's not doing anything. Money only becomes useful when it is put to work, and the only time it's put to work is when it's used to acquire products, services, or goods. Now, what that means is people are willing to give you money. People are willing, listen, write this down, put it in the comments thread. People are willing to give me money. People are willing to give me money. You need to write that down. People are willing to give me money. Okay? So, you know, if you have a product that costs $20, yeah, or £20, okay? Somebody is willing to give you that money in exchange for your goods, services, and products. In fact, your goods, services, and products are more valuable to that person than the £20 that they have in their bank account, okay? Because your products, services, and goods are more valuable to people out there than that money, that cash equivalent in their account. The cash equivalent in their account, it's useless, it's pointless, it's not doing anything, it's not put to work, okay? That's the first thing that you've got to understand, all right? So you have an immense amount of power in the market space. People are willing to give you money, you've got to go get your money. But the only way that you can do that is if you are able to put your message into a language and context that people understand. So part two of understanding your customers and how they make decisions is to understand how people value things. Okay, you've got to understand how people value things, because another problem that people have is something called misplaced value, and it just messes with their head. So what I want to do is I'm going to explain it to you. When I explain it to you, it's all going to become clear. Everything will set in your brain and you'll go, oh my God, I get it now. Okay, I promise. So if you're a bit confused now, don't worry. I'm going to enlighten you. By the way, now might be a really, really good time to get your team members on here, because you'll probably have a tough time explaining this to them, all right? So get them on here now. Get sharing. Share. Send. Put it to your page, put it to your group. Get it everywhere. Get them on here, okay? Don't just be a knowledge hunter yourself. If you're just trying to gather this knowledge yourself without your team or people around you, without sharing, you're just going to be a solo crusader, all right? You don't want to do that. Get this information in front of them. So let's talk about, you understand now, money has no value unless it's put to work, okay? So now let's look at, okay, how people value things, how people make decisions to purchase. By the way, the reason most people are broke, okay? The reason why, no, I'll rephrase that because that's wrong. The reason why most people don't have enough money or as much money as they would like is because of their misunderstanding of what I am about to share with you. We are all customers. We are all customers. You're a customer, I'm a customer, everyone out there is a customer, all right? If you get somebody's bank statement and you know how it's divided to the in and to the out, if you look at anyone's bank statement in the world and you look at the column labelled out, money going out, that's what we do. We're making other people rich. Yeah? We're making other people rich. Our money's going to other people. Netflix, Starbucks, takeaway, fast food, restaurant, supermarket, rent, all that money's going, making other people rich. Okay? But what I'm about to share with you is really, really important. Okay? Because what you want is you want your name appearing in the outside column of people's bank statements. That's what you want, okay? Now, this is really, really interesting. It is. By the way, if you're liking this training, do feel free to send out some hearts, likes, emojis, light up the screen like it's fireworks night, and all that kind of stuff. Thank you, Yvonne. I can see your face lighting up there. So, customers. Customers. So, there are four main categories of value investment, okay? What that means is what people invest in. Now, when you speak to people and they say, well, I don't invest in anything. Well, people do. Everyone, everywhere. Every time you spend money, you're investing in something, okay? Now here, this is so interesting. There are four things people invest in. Number one, they invest in entertainment. Okay, people invest in entertainment. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add excitement to that. So people invest in indulging entertainment and excitement. Okay, that's where a lot of people's income goes. Okay, that's number one. Okay, really important. And again, feel free to note this down. That's a huge investment for 95% of the people. Okay, all right. Number two, education. Okay, the next thing people invest in is education. That means they pay for knowledge. So let's say I run a class or a training or release a product and people pay me for it. They are investing in education, not excitement and entertainment. They might be entertained by the training, but really what they're paying for, what they are investing in here is education. When they go to the cinema, when they get takeout, if they're buying Netflix, Sky TV, PlayStations, gaming, fun, days out, all that kind of thing, they're investing in entertainment and excitement. Okay? Very, very, very few people invest in education. Again, one of the reasons why so many people, don't have a standard of living that they want, because they're not able to self-educate and learn what they need to do to excel or to create multiple streams of income. Okay? So that's the next thing. The next thing people invest in, and this one's really, really important, is enhancement or elimination. I think that begins with number three. I think that begins with an E. So enhancement and elimination. That means people pay to either improve something or get rid of something. Okay? So people are investing money in getting rid of a problem, or they are investing in improving something. Does that make sense? Okay? Does that make sense? So, what do people invest in? Entertainment and excitement. They invest in education. They invest in enhancement and elimination. So they're paying because they want something to be improved or to look better or feel better or whatever. Or they're paying to get rid of a problem. Okay? And the fourth thing that people invest in, okay, is existence. So they invest in things that they need to survive, that they need to live, rent, clothes, living expenses, all that kind of stuff, okay? So when we are talking about the average individual, okay, and how money leaves their bank account, okay, what they're paying for, what they are becoming customers of every day, okay, these are the 4 key values that people have: entertainment, education, enhancement, elimination, and existence, okay? They are the 4 things. Feel free to drop that in the comments thread if you find that interesting. If you want to kind of reiterate it, that would be absolutely fine. Now, here's the thing. Most of us here, we have our home-based businesses or whatever. Most of us market products where the value is here: enhancement and elimination. So the marketing message most of us here are looking at is, are you looking to improve or are you looking to get rid of? Okay? This is really, really key. I'm not saying this is what you're going to do, but the marketing message that most of us who are involved in a direct sales, home-based business, the value that we are looking for, the type of customer that we are looking for, is people who are looking to enhance, to improve. Are you looking to improve? Are you looking to get better? Are you looking to get rid of? Are you looking to, whatever. They're the 2 things. Most of us do not market products that entertain and excite. Most of us don't market products that educate. Most of us, don't market products that people, if they don't have, they'll die. Okay? Does that make sense? All right? So, that's really important. Now, some of you will. Some of you may argue that you have products that are entertaining or they educate, or people need it for survival, and that's okay. Okay, but in the broader sense of the word, in our space, we are looking to improve people's situations, or we're looking to eliminate certain problems. Okay, so these are the values. Now, here's the thing: the reason why so many people struggle is because the thing that they value the least, certainly in the UK, is this: most people do not invest in education. Now, this is just a sideline message. And the reason most people do not invest in 2, all right, is because this, and this give instant gratification most of the time. Most of the time, there is some form of immediate value here, here, and here. Whereas, when you pay for education, the outcome or the result, often isn't seen for months, sometimes years. And because we live in an instant gratification world, people do not invest in number 2. Okay? And that's why most people do not succeed in this world. Because all their money that they earn goes to people who do not care whether they become successful or not. Okay? I'm just trying to teach you the principles of how your customers think. Okay? Most people, think about it, most people spend their life making other people rich. If you look at people's bank statements, what you're doing is they're investing in all these companies and just making everybody else rich. And these people do not care about your wealth. Whereas when you're investing in education, the person who's selling it to you often cares about your future success because it's a testament to them. And that's the whole irony. Okay? That's the whole irony. But I thought I would just share that with you. So, here's the thing. The next thing you have to understand is this. So, if we understand, right, money has no value, but your potential customers will value your products, services, and goods if they either improve their life, they enhance it, or it gets rid of a problem that they have, and they will be willing to give you money for it, all right? But there is a problem. There is a problem. And this is the problem. If you take your prospect here, and if you imagine a sale is here, okay? A prospect's journey towards purchasing from you is quite a complicated one. And I've spoken about this before. And they go through several stages. And right now, with everything that's going on, we're at quite a difficult stage, and I'll explain to you why in a second, all right? But this is quite important, okay? So their journey, and I've had, by the way, I've had it this week. I have so many people reaching out to me for my products, okay, asking for help because they've got problems with Wi-Fi, they've got problems with billing and all this kind of stuff, right? And honestly, I would say 99% this week, right? Listen to this. Have been ready to talk to David, RTT. So I've had people reaching out to me this week, ready to talk. They want to tell me their problems. Yeah, I've got that problem. Okay? Now, most of them, not all, I would say 50% were ready to listen. That means once they told me their problems, they were prepared to listen to what I can do for them. David, I've got this problem. 50%, yeah, then when I tried to explain, 50% of them didn't even reply to me, okay? Then 50% were ready to have a conversation and listen to what I could do. And I think literally one this week was ready to buy. Take that action. And the reason why that happens is because ready to talk, ready to listen, and ready to buy require different levels of pain. Yeah? So ready to talk, mild pain. Ready to listen, a bit more pain. Ready to buy, lots of pain. Because it's a harder commitment the further the prospect goes from initially complaining about their problem to actually doing something about it. Okay? Each action step is harder. It's a harder commitment. It's a harder thing to do. That's why people spend their life moaning about problems over and over again, and they live in a perpetual circle of problems because they won't get to this point of actually making the sale or taking the action in order to solve their problems, because the pain is not great enough. So the best time to acquire a customer, those 3%, is when their pain level or the problem that you can solve is so great that they're willing to purchase. That's why you've got to get good at marketing your product and letting everybody know what you market. Because if they know what you do, they will reach out to you when the problem becomes great enough. Does that make sense? Now, at the moment, a lot of people are in this zone, mild pain. Because it's sunny, we're out of lockdown, people are excited, they're catching up with people, they're in beer gardens, they're planning holidays, they're catching up with friends and family, they've got furlough money, they've got savings, not aware that what's going to happen around September, it's going to get colder, the nights are going to get darker, interest rates will go up, furlough money will disappear, okay? The realization of what's happened will set in. And so then what will happen is people will start to identify their problems a bit more and the things that they need to actually get sorted and solve in their life. So what's going to happen? So right now, people are on a mental vacation at the moment. They're on a mental vacation. Yeah, they don't want to really take action that's going to be uncomfortable. So if any of you are experiencing difficulty on Facebook marketing your products, getting sales, if your sales are down, if you're finding it a bit of a struggle at the moment, it's not you, it's not your products, it's not your company. It's because right now, people aren't hurting enough. okay? Some of you won't be hurting enough. Some of you watching now will have problems. I do. I've had a couple of things that I've needed to get sorted this week. And I'm like, yeah, I'll wait till the end of the week. I can't really be bothered to do it because today it's not. I'm no angel. I'm saying we're all human beings and it's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. We're not bad. These are not bad people. They're not bad people just because they want to talk about their problems, but they're not quite there yet to deal with it. They're not bad people. It's human nature. And unless you start understanding how people make those decisions and how to construct your message, you're going to start blaming yourself. You'll be blaming your company and the proposition, and you'll be blaming head office, and you'll be blaming this person, and you'll have low self-esteem thinking you don't know how to sell. It's not your fault. Okay? It's not your fault. Okay? The way the marketplace works is it works in peaks and troughs. Okay, people in your space fluctuate between lots of pain, mild pain, lots of pain, mild pain. Okay, so at the end of the day, understand, okay, money has no value. People are willing to give you their money. They are willing to hand it over to you for whatever good services and products you offer. Okay, why? Because you have something, yeah, that enhances their life or gets rid of something that's troubling them. Okay, but they've got to be here. They've got to be ready to buy. They've got to have a certain pain level. Okay, which is why, rather than holding up your products all the time, which so many of you are doing, no disrespect, but you are, you're plastering your products all over Facebook, which is going to kill your engagement and kill your reach, because Facebook don't like brands, just so you know. Okay, rather than trying to elicit meaningful responses and meaningful reactions to the problems that your products and services solve. Once you can start to do that, and once you get your teams doing that, they are going to have a much, much better time on social media. Okay? Because when you market the way I market, everybody knows what you do. I'm the go-to guy for the services in the space that I represent because I've marketed that way. Okay? I don't have to keep regurgitating every single day. This is my service. This is my service. This is my service. This is my service. This is what I do. This is what I do. Because all that's going to do is upset people. It'll annoy people. They'll stop engaging and Facebook will shut you down. Yeah? So start to really learn about people, what they value, how they purchase, rather than obsessing too much about product information, okay? Because you're not going to sell on Facebook by talking about the benefits of your products and services, okay? And that's not sustainable. You might get a couple of customers, but it won't be sustainable, okay? You'll annoy people or get shut down by Facebook before you get the chance to grow a big business, yeah? Shelley, coconut, massive plus right now. Yeah, okay, so I think I've just seen that. Good point, Shelley. So I hope you found that useful. If you did find that useful, hashtag useful, and if you have shared, hashtag share. Do feel free to share this on your page, on your groups. You can still share it even after it's finished. But remember, if you do share this live, go back, say why you're sharing it. That's really important because that's going to drive more traffic to you. And if you're going to tag anyone in this, don't tag 97 people. You know, just tag a handful of people, make them feel special. Tell them why that they might find this particular training useful. And as always, if you need my help for anything or you want to ask me any questions, do feel free to drop me an inbox, drop me a message. I will respond as soon as I can. I try not to ignore you. If I do, you can always drop me another message, and then I'll make every effort to get in touch. But anyway, look, stay safe. Have a great week. I can't wait to see you all soon. I hope you're all, in light of what we've said here, I hope you are all enjoying yourself and catching up with loved ones and all that kind of stuff because we all deserve it. It's been a tough year. Now we've been released from prison, so to speak. You know, we want to have a bit of fun, don't we? While we've still got the weather to be able to do that. So take care, good night, God bless, and I will look forward to seeing you all soon. Bye now.